Larry. Um, so how do you process, getting to the second round of the playoffs and then losing such a tough game Sunday?
uh, I'm still kind of processing it, but it's tough, especially when it's one play away, it's right in your hands. Uh, but at the same time, it's very optimistic because we know what we can do to be better and have it swing in our favor next time. So it's just good to see everything come together the way that it did. I mean, it was a tough one, man. It's even hard to talk about, but it's just a testament to the men in the locker room, the organization as a whole, just the fight. You know, at first it seemed like it was going to get out of hand, but then we just kept battling and battling and battling, and it went down to the wire. So it's just a testament to this team, these men, and this organization.
And what do you see when you see the third down scramble from Henny? I know you're in that pass rush and you're trying to get off that block. What stands out to you when you watch that play?
Just like, damn. One you wish you could have back, but you can't. So you just gotta find ways to continue to just get better, get him down, even if he gets out, just get him down before he gets close. But yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Marla Ridenour is next.
Yeah, Larry, I mean, how optimistic are you about this defense with maybe it looks like you might get Greedy Williams and Grant Delpit back and just, having another year for Andrew Berry to build. So how do you feel about this defense?
I feel like sky's the limit. First year in the defense, but I feel like it just allows everybody to just go out there and make plays. I feel like, you get those guys back and it's just going to add depth to the secondary and, more playmakers and things will just, once again, kind of work in cohesion. So I feel like sky's the limit.
What do you like most? Is that what you like most about it? The freedom that you have to kind of make, everybody make plays. Is that what you think about the scheme?
Yeah, I feel like it gives guys, all across the board opportunities to make plays, just being in the right spot, keeping everything in front of us. And then, when the ball's in the air, it's ours, that kind of mentality. So I feel like the guys have adapted to it and took it over. But yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marla. Jeff Shadell, you're up.
Larry, you talk about the future like you're very positive you're going to be here. What is your contract situation? Have you guys been negotiating?
I think I talk more in the tone of just pure optimism, regardless if I'm here or not. I just feel as though that the right pieces, have been put in place. I feel like the right coaches, right scheme, right, just everything is just trending in the right direction. So I have no reason not to be optimistic for the team, regardless if I'm here or not. So as far as the contract stuff, it's really with my agent, and I know we'll find out more of that, during March and when free agency opens up. So,
thanks, Jeff. Dan Lobby, go to you.
Yeah, Larry, I kind of wanted to ask something similar along the same lines. Do you just sort of stay out of that and just wait for your agent to kind of tell you what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. Like, I do my own personal research, but at the end of the day, like, nothing can really be done until, as far as other teams are concerned, and when you hit free agency, kind of just seeing what the market falls at, and what kind of goes on with that. But I gotta just leave that to my agent. I have a lot of faith, the God I serve, so I know everything's gonna work out for the best. So I'm not really worried about it.
And then going back to that game on Sunday, obviously, Kansas City is the defending Super Bowl champs. They're kind of the standard. So do you feel like you kind of got a measuring stick yourself personally, and then the defense as a whole is kind of what it might take to get to that next level?
Yeah, for sure. But once again, I feel like we're just, one play away here, one play away there. Like, it being a different week, and we're talking about, playing the Bills this week.
Right.
So once again, it's a game of inches, and I remember he asked me that question about the scramble, and it's just like you're so close to grabbing them, but it's just a game of inches, and it fell the other way this time. But you look back on it, you reflect on it, you find ways to be better, and then just be better. So yeah, I'm optimistic, as far as everything's concerned. just in my personal future as a whole. And, you know, I just can't wait to see what the future holds. So just trusting the process, going to continue to work and continue to get better. That's the biggest thing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. Nate Ulrich has our next question.
Hey, Larry, good to see you. Congratulations on a big turnaround season. Just wondering, you know, what your level of desire is to come back now the dust has settled from the season.
I mean, of course, I love Cleveland. I mean, that's obviously I've been here for the past 4 years now, but I understand that this is a business and I understand, you know, what goes into it. So, you know, once again, I just let my agent kind of handle all those kind of things. But for me, you know, I love the city, I love the fans, you know, love being a Brown. But at the same time, once again, I understand that, you know, the business aspect of it, and, you know, me, as far as, you know, making sure my family's straight and being in a position to set them up for, you know, an extremely long amount of time. So, I mean, obviously those all will weigh. But like I said, it's been a blessing to be a part of this. It's been a blessing to finally see it, you know, turn around and, you know, go in the right direction, you know, starting from 0-16 and, you know, making it to, you know, second round of playoffs, even though it got cut short early. You know, it's just one of the things, a learning experience, amazing experience. And it's just one to continue to build on, continue to grow on. And just, you know, like I said, looking forward to the future.
I know you're looking at, you know, life from a glass half full perspective, the way you talk to us about positivity and stuff. Like, but would it be tough though, like after the hard times you've been through to, you know, now you guys are a playoff team, would that be tough if you did end up going somewhere else?
Yes and no. I mean, it once again, like I don't really look at it as like as a bad thing. You know, either way, it's a new chapter, regardless of if it's here or if it's somewhere else. It's just a new chapter, and it's just new me, new moving forward. So, like I said, you know, your normal emotions, you want to be like kind of like, damn, man, feeling a certain type of way, but at the same time, I mean, that's just human nature. But uncertainty, you know, kind of brings that. But at the same time, I feel like you can look at uncertainty with optimism, and you just know that you just never know where you could be, you know, and how good it could be for you. So there's plenty of examples that I could use. But once again, I feel like just the hard work, the dedication, and the grind, like it's gonna all take care of itself. Sometimes it doesn't happen on the timeline that you want it to, but if you trust the work that you put in and the work that you've done, then I feel like everything is just gonna take care of itself. So once again, that's what I'm continuing to do. I'm continuing to work hard, and you know, I'm excited to see where the cards fall.
Have you always had that kind of outlook? And that's how, I mean, I know your story of your inspirational story of just reshaping your body and everything. Has your mind always been the way it is now?
Nah, it's not always easy. I mean, sometimes people will tell me I got to take my own advice because I be in my head sometimes. But at the same time, I mean, it's just you just learn from it. You know, there's so many stories. You see so many different people, and you just see their growth and their change, and you know the situations that they went through and how they won with it. And you just realize that like the hard work ain't gonna fail you. You know, like sometimes it may not always go your way, it may not swing the way you want it to, but you know, I don't think it's ever a loss. It's a learning. You know, you learn from it, and when you learn from something, you become better and better and better. And you look up, and little by little, you become the person, the player you want to be. And it doesn't happen overnight, and it is a grind. But if you know keep your foot on the gas and you keep working, like eventually it's gonna work out for you. I mean, if we're talking about you know optimism and you know trusting the process, just look at the team. You know, you start 0-16 and everybody's like, what are we doing? What's going on? A whole bunch of different coaching changes. And now, you know, we're sitting here, even though we took an L in the second round of playoffs, but we, you know, took a Super Bowl team, you know, to the wire. And that's, you know, that's big. So that's just a testament to, once again, the men in the locker room, you know, the organization, the staff, you know, just continue to just work hard and grind because like sometimes nobody else can see it, but as long as you see it and as long as you want willing to work towards it, then eventually, you know, it's going to happen. So.
Thanks, Nate. Back to Jeff Shadell.
Larry, it sounds like from what you're saying that you'll go wherever the biggest money is. Is that fair to say?
I think I'll go wherever is just right, you know. I'm gonna pray about it, you know, I'm gonna talk to God about it, talk to my family about it. and really just go from there. You know, I don't know where the cards are gonna fall. It's too early to kind of to say, and too early to say. What there's a lot of things that I'm looking for, but at the same time, I know once again my faith is very strong and rooted. So I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna feel that out, see what the best situations for me is and for my family, and then go from there. Whether that's in Cleveland or somewhere else, it's just too early to tell. So yeah.
Thank you, Jeff. Scott Petrick, you're up.
Hey, Larry, is it disappointing at all that the team hasn't tried to sign you to an extension before it got to this point?
No, I feel like I don't really look at it like that, just because I know it's kind of a different season, with COVID and everything going on, and then how the cap is going to shake up. So I don't really, I've just never been like that. Like if it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen. If not, then, it is what it is. And I know the person I am, the player I am, the potential I have, the work I'm going to continue to put in to get better, to be better. So I'm not really worried about any of that, because I just know it's all going to work out.
Do you feel like you've established yourself in these 4 years as one of the best interior guys in the league?
Yeah, with the potential to be better. There's obviously things that I got to clean up in my game, and I'm definitely my hardest critic. So I think I've watched that Chiefs game probably like 4 or 5 times already, just trying to see what I could have done better to help more. But at the same time, like the hunger and the want to is always going to be there. Just continue to find the right direction. Understanding how to correct my technique, the things I got to work on, and then just continue to just be better. That's my main narrative, is just that I just want to continue to get better, little by little. Look at the weaknesses in my game, look at my strengths, build on them both, and just continue to be a complete player. I feel like I'm young. I still have a lot of time to grow, a lot of time to learn, and yeah, um, like I said, the best way to look at any obstacle or any anything you're going through is that there's opportunity within it. So there's another opportunity to go out there and prove to myself that the work that I've been doing and the work that I'm continuing to do is all for a reason. So
And I was reading something online yesterday breaking down the potential free agents, and it said that maybe you'd be better playing more in the 3 technique than the nose. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like you'd be better off that way?
mm, I don't know. I would have to uh maybe maybe get some more I don't know really. I feel like it's just one of them things where, like, I've kind of, when I came in, I was playing like both, like kind of, started at 3, then we traded Danny away, moved to nose, kind of was just, back and forth trying to kind of figure out a fit. But really, once again, when I go into training this off season, just kind of figure out what fits best for me. And then obviously, when you get into March, figure out, what a team wants you as, and what they see you as, and what role they want you to play here or somewhere else. So I think that's just the biggest thing. But once again, I feel like it's just too early to tell. There's a lot of, the dust hasn't settled yet as far as, the rest of the season, and, when March opens up and free agency hits. So just a lot of, factors. But once again, the work is just, there's work to be done, and it's going to get done. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. And yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Dan Lobby is next.
Yeah, Larry, obviously it kind of feels like a lot of uncertainty now, but is there also kind of a feeling of like, getting to that second contract is a big deal, and that's what you're going to get to. So is there kind of a feeling of anticipation and excitement that, at least to some extent, that work you've put in is going to pay off this offseason, however that looks?
Oh yeah, and I don't want to seem like a Debbie Downer or anything. I'm just more like, I'm just very chill, and I'm obviously reflecting on the game still. But yeah, I'm very optimistic, and I feel like a lot of my family, my friends are way more optimistic than me, because they know how I get, after games and stuff. But for me, yeah, it's an amazing time. When you look at things in hindsight and in retrospect, you kind of look back and you look at your journey and your process and the things that you've done and how the team has been able to be turned around. It's an amazing, it's just an amazing experience. And then you know, the opportunity now to, you know, once again, like set my family up for, you know, for generations and, you know, kind of just change my life entirely. You know, it's amazing. It's different. And I feel like a lot of times with people, the unknown is very, you know, it can be a great thing. It can be a bad thing. It can just be a thing. It's just, but it's just a lot to take in all at once. You know, it's different than when you're younger and, you know, you post your post and be back next year and all that kind of stuff. But when you don't know it, it's definitely a different feeling. But it's exciting because once again, like I said, it's a new chapter. Regardless whether it's here or somewhere else, it's a new chapter, it's a new opportunity to just continue to build on the person I am, the player I am, just continue to get better. I mean, I've seen the things that I need to work on, things I can get better at, and now I know like what to attack and what to do, and like that's why I'm so optimistic because it's nothing like it's not anything crazy or out of the world that has to be. It's just, you know, the details, the technique that can really take your game to the next level. So.